accidentally, because this came up earlier in the show accidentally, because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about tonight, and it's best sometimes if I don't know. But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put
out
the
yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again, just so we can all see him? Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend. What's he like, first of all?
He's extraordinarily sweet.
Nice guy.
He really is. And he worked very hard, and he was adorable.
And he works with a lot of props and stuff, too, right?
Not in the movie.
Oh, in the movie they took his props away?
They took his props away.
That's a bad time to suddenly take away everything you know about comedy. You know, you've been using props now all your life for comedy. Now we're going to take them away when you make your first movie. Was he okay, though, with it? He was cool?
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. we were doing.
Wow! I got to check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds? Like his premature ejaculator.
You know what happened? This is what happened. You know what happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait and wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then bang! I thought you were going to crack whore, but no. But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
How do you steer everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
From a distance, da-da-dee-da, dee-do-do-do,
God is watching us. God is watching.
How was your week, Dave?
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. I had a good week. Actually,
Does that feel natural? How was your week, Dave? And you just went right in there, huh?
yeah.
Oh, good, good.
Very conversive.
The show is good.
Actually, the week was good, but it's not this past week that I'm worried about. It's next week.
Why's that?
Well, I don't know if you've seen your email, but we need to get out ahead of something.
Oh,
That website Decider.com has been they've put an investigative reporter on the Dave and Dave show, which was kind of shocking to me. And they are going to run with to publish some truths about our show, and I feel like we should get ahead of it, get ahead of the story, and just reveal.
I have no problem with the truth. I have no problem.
Well, okay, so here it is to all our loyal viewers. We are members of, and actually in leadership roles in Antifa. So Decider.com is going to run with the story, and and really what happened was they started poking around, and I always say into the mic when we're doing our song, I say, God is watching us. As you know, that's not a lyric. I'm well aware, and I know you are too. That's not a lyric from the Bette Midler song From a Distance. It's a lyric from a Joan Osborne song.
Yes.
But it is sort of like the Manchurian phrase that we've decided to use to awake our sleeper cells in the retirement communities and assisted living communities around the country.
Correct. There it is. There it is.
And at any rate, obviously we'll touch on that later, but that's been a big success, obviously.
Yeah, we've got some great members. And you know what? Why don't we, since the word is out, why don't we have a meeting real quick, get this over with?
Oh yeah, because I know a lot of most of the voting members do watch the show. Yeah, two birds with one stone.
And before we do, let's just make it clear that this is our agenda, and proudly. But the Get Up Kids, they have nothing to do with this. You know, whatever their stance is. I know some of them are against having bird ownership. Some of them, I'm not going to name names, but some of them are against bird ownership.
You know, I do it in fairness to the Get Up Kids. We don't want them to be blindsided tonight. They did not know that this story was going to run before they agreed to be on the show. Apologies to Leslie, their publicist.
Yep.
We should have let them know. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, Dave, let's just get to it. And let's get two jobs done in one night here. Sure.
Yeah. Can I say one thing? I do have a problem with the term "the cat's out of the bag." If you could just say something else. No joke. I have a problem with it.
I would like to hear the problem before I come up with something else.
It just kind of scares me. The cat's out of the bag. You know, I jump, I get a little nervous, and I have nightmares. I have a lot of nightmares. So anyway, where were we?
We were about to start our Antifa meeting.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have the meeting.
Well, just very quickly, let's go over the minutes from last week's meeting.
Sure.
I know most people were on, but in case anyone didn't attend.
By the way, is Beth in? She keeps the minutes. Is Beth here tonight?
No, but she did. She sent me.
You're doing the minutes. Got it.
Yeah. She sent me the minutes from last week.
Got it.
At any rate, so last week was actually a pretty quick meeting. It says here, motion 613 was passed by, an overwhelming majority, a unanimous vote, actually, 736 to nothing.
Yep.
Officially making Queen Latifah our spokesperson.
That's awesome.
Well, that's great news. Welcome aboard, Queen.
She has time, too, because her show got canceled, which is great. I mean, great for us, great for the movement.
Sure. Well, we're happy to have her.
Yeah.
And then it says here, by a razor-thin margin along those lines, motion 629 was defeated by only one vote. So that's too bad.
Well, wait, what was motion 629?
Oh, you don't remember? Motion 629 was related to Queen Latifah being our spokesperson. It was motion 629 was to change the name of our organization to Antifa.
Well, that's correct. Yes, I remember that.
I know how I voted.
I was in favor.
One last thing regarding last week before we move on. Obviously, Operation Grandfather was a huge success. Not in our wildest dreams did we think that sending the 75-year-old man with two replaced tips, to take a spill in front of those officers would be so successful. And so, Jerry, great work there.
Well, he's used to this. It was obvious it was him when the blood was coming out, which was great. He did a great job.
That was real Hollywood blood, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah. I saw a lot of things online that thought it was ketchup, but no, the real deal. Just a success beyond our wildest dreams. So thank you, Brother Jerry, for that.
And absolutely a big shout out to Comrade Conrad Schwartz. Did you hear that one?
It sounded like you stuttered.
No, it's Comrade Conrad Schwartz.
Sure. I call him Connie, but go ahead.
That's fine. He is our OAN infiltrator. So he has sent enough emails, which were 2, to OAN and told them that was Johnny Knoxville. So Trump on Monday should be coming out with the big news that we know is not true, but thanks to Comrade Conrad Schwartz. So I'm sorry. Thank you, Comrade Conrad.
All right, listen, let's get on to this week's agenda. So it says here, item number 1 is that, we need Beth, who you mentioned earlier, we need to thank Beth's grandmother, Gertrude, for sending the oatmeal scotchy cookies. That was just really above and beyond and a real morale boost. So thank you, Gertrude. Mm-hmm. Item number 2 is that Brother T-Bone in Cleveland needs to know if anyone knows a reliable and affordable mechanic. So if you do, in the area, obviously, he's willing to travel, but not far. Please reach out to Brother T-Bone.
I love Brother T-Bone, by the way.
He's a really good guy. Have you heard his story about we'll keep that offline.
Fine.
And lastly, guys, and this is a very important point. We're not sure which one of you is oversharing our group Netflix password, but a lot of us are getting booted out, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, so Operation Grandpa, huge success. Everything's going according to plan here, Dave. We're rolling right along. Any of the, without saying too much, obviously, but any covert ops coming up this week that you're particularly excited about?
One major one. NASCAR lost the Confederate flag, so I have a friend whose uncle, is very high up in NASCAR, and they're eventually going to knock it out. But next week's races, they're hanging the Antifa flag at all the races.
That's a big deal.
That's pretty big.
That's a great one. I myself. I myself am excited for.
Hang on.
Wow, that sounded like it might have felt kind of dangerously good.
I just shit a crocodile.
What the hell was that?
All right, listen, we've got to get the Get Up Kids on in here.
Yeah,
it's late.
All right, meeting adjourned. Let's move on. Let's get back to our real cover.
Good meeting, by the way.
Good meeting.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring on the Get Up Kids. They are in the lobby.
They have a brand new record out. They were about to tour. They were on the road, and they were about to tour in March and April, and now the thank God for COVID, because we got them right here.
Actually, Dave, I'm seeing a message that Robbie and Ryan aren't here with Jim, but Jim is in the lobby, so I don't know what's going on. Let's just make it work with Jim for now, and let's bring him in.
Oh, got it. So let's just talk about in a band how important communication is.
I could show you the text to my bandmates.
Let's talk about
Maybe they don't understand AM and PM, even though it's in the text clearly.
Let's do the first interview that only talks about the planning of the interview. Okay.
So this show isn't very popular.
No, it is, because no one does it like this.
Maybe there's a reason, Dave.
We don't promote your new record, Problems.
You know, my middle name is Dave. This is like the 3 Daves.
Oh my God.
And my father is a Dave.
Oh, bring him on. Actually, he's in the lobby. I'll bring him on.
All right, hold on. So anyway, Matt was out of this equation of being a guest on the show. You said, "Oh, I'll get Robbie and Ryan." I said, "Great." Then we talked about it, and we moved around a lot of times, but eventually we did settle, did we not?
Mm-hmm.
On today at a certain time here and Central, an hour back. And is Rob in Worcester still?
Rob's in Worcester at the moment, yeah. And I even said like Eastern time, Central time, so that there was no confusion.
All right, so let's see if we can read this.
I think the only confusion is Rob forgot.
Can you read that, Dave?
I read Jim's message wrong. I thought it was this evening sometime. I'm out on a walk with my kids. I got to do it another time.
All right. Well, there's Rob.
Real professional.
It's kind of like interviewing Rob. Those are his words. Well, let me get Rob's questions out of the way if I can.
Listen, does Rob even have kids?
Yeah.
I've never.
So let me just get Rob's questions out of the way. So Rob, you have a lot of vintage basses. What's your favorite of your basses, Rob? That's all the questions I had for Rob anyway.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite bassist? No, we don't do questions. All right.
Well,
this
actually,
is better.
I do have a question for Jim.
Okay.
We've had a lot of our friends, a lot of other bands and musicians on. A lot of people were out. It seems like everybody was out on the road when this whole COVID thing started.
Yeah.
Including you guys. And we haven't talked to anybody. What was it like from your perspective, being on the road, kind of touring around America and seeing this coming and then realizing you had to put the brakes on?
We thought we were going to get through it. It was just after the middle point of the tour. I think we had like 2.5 weeks left. And we were actually in New York City when the tour got canceled. And we had 2 nights at Webster Hall. And the first night, both shows were sold out. First night, packed. And then the tour got canceled the next day. And that's right when the mayor or the governor was saying, you know, you can only have groups of 250 people or whatever. And the next night, I think they said, I mean, what does Webster Hall hold? 1,500, 1,800 people. There were less than 1,000 people at that show, even though it was sold out.
Yeah.
So that was strange. And looking back now, we probably should have canceled the show, but I don't think anyone really, I don't know if everyone knew the
I have to tell you that
gravity of the situation. Yeah.
But regarding COVID,
Yes.
I feel like I'm a good person. Over age, I've gotten to be a better human being. But I wanted to open for you guys in New Haven, and you put on your friend Jay Russell and his band to a show that never happened. So in a way, I was happy COVID came and canceled.
Wow.
No,
You're a terrible person, Dave.
He's more of a glass half full kind of guy.
Dave, your band
Yes.
has opened for us.
That's true.
And you are the only band that sings songs about hockey that has ever opened for our band. So actually, I don't think there's probably another band on earth that does what you do. So
That's true too, which is an honor and not a smart business decision.
maybe you could start his whole scene, a hockey scene, you know?
But speaking of sports, there's
Yes.
the segue.
Oh boy.
Jim. So I don't know if you read, which you probably don't, but it came out of New Jersey.
I don't read. Thanks for the assumption.
I mean, you don't read that came out.
I mean, let's be honest.
You don't read the New Jersey papers, but it did just go out to sportsillustrated.com. There's some guy named Uncle Jimmy. He passed away. All right.
Oh, I read about this.
Uncle Jimmy was a big baseball fan. He died. He was 89 years old. And once you get off this, Jim, you got to check it out. He has the most pristine cards ever seen. He has 6 signed Babe Ruth cards. It's
You're
over.
kidding.
It's over.
What
they're
was
saying,
he doing?
But
I mean, that's like,
it was basically the proverbial like lost collection in the attic that he was.
Yeah.
Just,
They
And
were
he had
still in
no
the box.
idea
No,
that
he did have an idea. And
was he
did-
wealthy besides
No.
this or something?
No, he was a
Weird.
good neighborhood guy. He's got 7 grandkids, and he left the collection to the 7 of them to split equally.
Wow.
So they'll kill each other in the next
Yeah, I was
4
gonna say, it's gonna end
weeks.
poorly.
11-year-old stabs 9-year-old in Jersey.
they're already deep into litigation.
I believe it.
That's great.
Wow.
7 grandkids, 6 signed Babe Ruth cards. Well, how do you work that one out? Which leads
Well,
to
good
my next
luck.
question. Are you guys big fans of Joe Bonamassa? Do you even know who he is?
I know who he is only because I feel like he pops up on random Facebook things.
Oh,
Yes.
Is he like a Steve Vai guy?
no, much worse.
Can
Much
he make
worse.
his guitar sound like a horse?
Nope.
I saw Steve Vai and we played a festival in Japan, and it was like the most insane festival. Like Sebastian Bach was on it, Taylor
Oh.
Hawkins was on it, Ben Folds, Social Distortion, but Steve Vai was on it, and it was pretty amazing. Like I'm not going to go listen to his records. That's just not my thing. But seeing it live, I mean, it was incredible. Like he was like, "Hello, Japan," but his like, guitar was talking. It was insane. It was insane.
Did the guitar have a Japanese accent? Was it
I hope not.
stereotypical?
Oh God.
It was probably a Japanese telly, but he was using.
No, it was his guitar that has,
Hello,
like a hand-
Japan.
I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to.
his guitar has its own carrying case.
Oh, really?
There's just nothing we could do about that joke except just sit back and wait for it, Dave. I knew you were going to do it. I knew it. You couldn't help yourself.
Anyway, how's are you guys writing new music?
I have written.
That was
a
my
lot of
segue.
music. I still need to write lyrics. I have like music for like 10 songs, but I'm always lazy on writing lyrics. So that's my next job.
Thanks,
we-
Are you lazy about it, or is it a hard thing to do? Like, I'm sure it is a hard thing to do, but is it lazy, or is it just sort of like completion anxiety, or what is it?
No, I don't. Yeah, sometimes I just got to start, Usually when I write lyrics, I sing a melody and kind of words just come out, and then what's that? And then I sort of write a song around that. So
You
yeah.
know, if you need help, I could send you all my hockey words.
yeah,
You just pop them in.
it's so weird to Get Up Kids' new record. It's all this hockey themed. I don't know what's going on.
That's a good idea.
Oh my God.
Listen,
My publicist said this show was going to be a good idea.
we actually in our pre-roll leading up to the interview, we already apologized to your publicist, so we took care of that. Don't worry about that, Jim.
I hope you enjoy the Antifa joke.
Oh my God.
Listen, Jim, we knew that we weren't going to be able to get all the Get Up Kids here, so obviously there wasn't going to be a performance, but
You got the best, right?
well, we did get the best. And one silver lining of Ryan and Rob not being here is we were going to have a vote. We were going to let you guys democratically decide which of your videos we should play in lieu of a performance. So now you get to choose. Just
Off the new record. I'm telling you.
Probably Problem Is Me. Is that the name of the song?
I don't know. I call it Problems. You want
The
to play
album's
that?
Problems. The
You
song
wanna play that
Problem
one?
Is Me. That's a good one because I rock out in it.
Is that
and,
the
and
one?
my hair's going everywhere and there's smoke bombs and yeah.
You know what? Let's just do one more thing. This is very important. And I mean, Jim, if you want to, off the record, if you want to plug anything, I don't know what the hell there is to plug.
I'm not plugging. There's nothing to plug.
Yeah, right. So let's just go.
Oh, I do have something to plug. If you guys are looking, when I'm not touring, I'm the operations coordinator at a nonprofit called Steps of Faith. And what we do is we get prosthetic limbs to amputees who don't have insurance or are underinsured, like, have insurance, but prosthetic parts aren't covered. So it's rough out there for nonprofits. Events have had to be canceled and for us, our big events are live events, that's how we raise money. So if you're looking for something to donate to, it's a great charity. And there you go. Stepsoffaithfoundation.org is the website.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
Stepsoffaithfoundation.org.
I just got a sorry from Rob just now.
His name would be like if you said Ave after like Dave A. Baby. Oh God.
Hey, listen, this turned out to be amazing. This is exactly what we needed.
So now, are you going to ask me back? Or are you going to ask the Pope brothers to I think they should come on together.
I think we should
just those two.
We should plan it and have it happen. And then you send us this text. I'll send you this one. And it's the exact same text. I'm out walking with my kids. We'll have to do it another time.
Actually, wait, Jim, if it happens, when it happens, just join out walking with your kids from your phone.
Right.
I was able to get it done walking with my girls.
Guys, I think you need to make it seem like the effort it takes you guys to put on the show is just enormous. Like
you don't know. We were.
Wait, I had to go to it. Like Dave, say you had to go to like a sound stage. You had to like. You had to rent out a space for this.
This miscommunication cost us $28,000 in studio and union overtime.
Hey,
oh my God! Really make them feel bad.
All right, Jim, we got to take care of a little business before we get to roll in your music video. But stick around if you don't mind. We're gonna bring you back in a few minutes to help sing us out at the end of the show. Cool. All right.
Great new record recorded right here in Bridgeport, where I am.
And I'm excited for this video to show. But before we get to that, let's just get our sponsor, a little business taken care of. And obviously, today's show is sponsored by.
Very exciting. Big George.
So, George, just thank you for all that you do. The weekly stipend,
really helpful. Very helpful.
And George, by the way, the Disney Plus subscription was just beyond generous of you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you, George.
Dave, I really want to thank him so much. He gave me a beautiful $50 gift certificate to Arby's.
Well, that's, again, he's just the most generous guy we know. And we owe our whole movement and really all of liberal left-leaning politics. It's all thanks to George. So thank you, George.
Big George. Let's give him one more shout out. All right. I hurt my back there.
I kind of threw my back out too. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, that's it, huh? Yeah.
No, it's not it. Actually, we almost left the show before we played our friend's video. Should we roll it? Hey, should we roll that Get Up Kids video now?
I can't wait. Let's do it. Let's rock.
All right. Again, real good one. I like that band.
25 years, still making amazing music.
All right, Dave, let's bring Jim Suptic of those Get Up Kids back on to sing us out. Come on in, Jim.
So why does it say George Soros behind your guys' heads? What's going on there?
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just sing the song with us, all right?
From a
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later, Jim. From a distance.
distance.
Da-da-dee-da.
Doobie-doo.
Doobie-doo is good. Dee-ba-doo-doo-doo. Get Up Kids are great, especially the ones that show up on the show. Bye, Jim.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
being here, Pope Brothers.
Go Chiefs. See you, Matt. See you later.
I never wanna miss your birthday parties. I just really wanna see you smiling. Never wanna have to say I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm